The first ever WWE Day 1 pay-per-view is in the books, and what a story going into this show. We found out that Roman Reigns, who was supposed to defend the Universal title against Brock Lesnar in the main event, had COVID, and he was unable to wrestle on this show. So because of that, what they did was they shuffled the card around and put Brock Lesnar in the Raw WWE title match instead. Now, I was a bit let down because I really wanted to see Roman versus Brock. I've been waiting for this. They built it up so well. The Heyman storyline's great. But really, when you think about it, when they announced the five-way, I was like, well, wait a minute. Then what does this mean for WrestleMania? What are the plans for Mania now? So, in some ways, it's intriguing to see where they're going with it. But what they wound up doing is they wound up giving us a pretty good little show. Like, this Day 1 show was a lot better than I thought. There were pretty good matches all throughout this pay-per-view. I know that Nick Khan really wants this show to get popular because he wants to do it again every year as part of his marketing strategy. And for that to happen, the guys had to work hard. And they did work hard. Everybody on this show worked really, really hard. I'm going to go over the one match I did not like here in a minute, but I want to say that the show opened with the Usos against the New Day. 17 minutes, really great match, fast-paced, great near falls. You have to remember the Usos and the New Day, whether you include Big E in the equation or not, have had like dozens upon dozens of matches on pay-per-view and on television since like 2016. It's been an ongoing feud. And it's almost like the Hatfields and the McCoys in a way, you know what I mean? That endless feud. And this match was no different. Tremendous work here. The Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro against the Street Profits. Good match, not as good as the opener. RK Bro is like really popular. Really, really over. Edge versus The Miz was actually surprisingly good, dude. Like, because I have nothing against The Miz. Like, I've grown to like The Miz, even though I used to hate his guts years ago. I just never saw him on the same level as Edge. But, man, they both brought it for this one. And the really the big treat here is that Maurice was out there. And she was screwing around with Edge in the match until Beth Phoenix showed up and cost Miz. So, it looks like they're going to go with a mixed tag or something like that. Miz and Maurice against Edge and Beth Phoenix. And I popped when I saw Beth because, she's a great wrestler and she is Edge's wife. And that was a cool little surprise. Now, the match that really surprised me, this one actually surprised the hell out of me, was Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan for the Raw Women's title. I was not looking forward to this match even in the slightest, dude. I mean, I never really bought Liv Morgan as a contender. I never thought she had one iota of a chance to beat Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch did in this match what every great champion, every great heel champion needs to do when they face an up-and-coming babyface. What you do is you make the babyface look credible, and you have the crowd slowly sort of, begin to believe before you actually get the win. I didn't think that Liv Morgan was this over, but in that building in Atlanta, in hot Atlanta, she was way more over than I thought, dude. Way, way more over. They had this match, and Becky gave Liz a lot. She gave her a lot of offense. Liv Morgan is not somebody who you would think is like a top quality worker or anything like that, but she's trying, and boy, did she elevate herself in this match, man. They worked really, really hard. I'll be honest, I kind of am interested in seeing them wrestle again, even though I feel like we're not going to see that. I feel like they should do it. I think they should do it. I think that they really got Liv over as a main eventer, at least for now, on this brand. And until you bring back Asuka or whatever you're going to do with Becky, Ronda Rousey, whatever, I feel like Liv Morgan really elevated herself on this show. She really did. Now, the one match I did not like, Drew McIntyre and Madcap Moss. Almost 10 minutes, dude. This match should have been kick, 1, 2, 3. This match bored me. It bored the crowd. Everybody knew that Drew was going to win with the Claymore kick. And the match just dragged on and on and on. And, I have nothing against Riddick Moss, dude. I really don't. But having these long matches, it was boring. The match dragged. The people were not into it. I wasn't into it. they could have shaven 5 minutes off of this match and maybe done, I don't know. I mean, you can't really add any matches because they already shaved some time. They already had to readjust the card because Roman wasn't going to wrestle Brock. So I guess they could have added some time to the main event if they wanted to, but it was not a very good match, bro. I was praying for it to end, and it finally did. The main event was amazing. This was an amazing, amazing main event. This was one of those demolition derby matches where guys just go balls to the wall. They just smash each other. They do every gimmick you can do. Quick, no breaks. You have 5 guys in there. Guys can take rest breaks if they need to. But there really wasn't that much of that going on, even though I thought there would be. So it was a fatal 5-way. WWE Champion Big E, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, and now Brock Lesnar in this match. So there was a lot of cool stuff here. Lesnar interacting with Bobby Lashley in any way is awesome. Lesnar kind of interacting with Seth Rollins was cool because, you know, they have that history. Seth and Kevin Owens as Team Ring of Honor going in there and working together was cool. Big E showing how, you know, he was into the match. He was, you know, real tough. But the word had been out now for a few weeks that WWE has given up on Big E. And I wasn't really sure if he would drop the title tonight. I thought that before the Roman Reigns cancellation that Bobby Lashley was going to win the title tonight. That's what I had originally thought. That's what would have made the most sense because they were really protecting Bobby Lashley and they're going to turn him face. But now that everything got shuffled because of the Roman Reigns illness, Brock Lesnar becomes the new WWE champion. So now what's going to happen for WrestleMania? Is it going to be a unification match? Are they going to change the WrestleMania match that was supposed to be Brock and Roman? Are they moving Brock to Raw to wrestle Bobby Lashley and have Drew McIntyre wrestle Roman? What are they doing? That's what I want to know. But the Roman Reigns Brock Lesnar story is far from over. There was no Paul Heyman on this show, and that was surprising. These dudes, I mean, they did the spot in the corner where Lashley speared Lesnar. It's kind of a played out spot. They did the thing where Big E does what looked like a Uranagi basically to a Bobby Lashley through the table on top of these steel steps. Then Lesnar gets in the ring and just F5s everybody, including Big E, and then covers him for the 3 count, and that was it. So Lesnar was getting his ass kicked, but at the very end, he made a big comeback, pretty much ran through everybody, and won the WWE title. So, I mean, they've been protecting Brock like this for a long time, and it seems like the only guy he's going to put over is he put over Seth once, but it's going to be Lesnar or Roman, and that's it, right? I mean, I would like to see Lesnar put over Bobby Lashley or somebody else at some point, but it seems like that's the plan right now. And so, but who knows now? Because everything's been changed. The direction of WWE is going to be very interesting now in the next couple of weeks. As usual, things get more interesting when something like this happens. So, ultimately, the match was amazing. These guys went out there and freaking killed each other. If I was a paying customer at day one at the Atlanta, Georgia building in Hot Atlanta, I would not be upset at this show. I mean, I thought I would be because there's no Roman, and I love Roman. He's been the best thing on SmackDown in 2021. But, dude, this match was amazing. Listen, Happy New Year. This is a great first show for WWE. Can they maintain the momentum? Probably not, but hey, this show was a thumbs up show for me. Really liked it. Good. Everybody worked really hard. What did you think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you soon.